Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. This is my first ever playthrough of Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. And in the hospital, there are 3 people who caught Monokuma's despair disease, Akane, Nagito, and Ibuki. This despair disease is absolutely insane. Like, I think that, some people describe it as an unfair motive, and I totally agree as well. You're debilitating some other people while some other people are not getting debilitated as well. You're making sure that some people can literally not defend themselves, and in some cases, people will be so feverish that they will try and kill someone else. It is like a really unfair motive. But no one ever said this game had to be totally fair. There were some unfair things in the first game too. Like, and this is not just me, like, this is just me making an observation. For example, Mondo and Chihiro. Like, there is a clear difference in size, and power, and strength. Already there is an unfair advantage there in some aspects. Yes, Chihiro might be smarter, but it was very clear that, Mondo was a lot tougher, and a lot bigger, and a lot faster. So, like, there is unfair aspects to the game that are naturally unfair because they're unavoidable. You can't just get, like, how uninteresting would the game be if we got, like, everyone is 5'6", and everybody loves pancakes, and everyone has the same haircut. It just wouldn't make sense. There's also Mikan who's nursing them back to health. And as a safeguard, Fuyuhiko and myself all together, 6 people are staying at the hospital. Chiaki, Gundam, Kazuichi, Sonya, and Hiyoko are staying at the motel on the same island. As for Nekomaru, he's not back yet. But anyway, until we do something about the despair disease, our current situation isn't going to change. But we have no clue what we need to do. Seriously, what should we do? Man, look at the night sky. Huh? I suddenly woke up. And if I woke up, that means I fell asleep without realizing it. Earlier I discussed it with Fuyuhiko, then we decided we'd take turns resting. That's right, that's why I came into the on-call room on the 2nd floor of the hospital. I haven't been sleeping well the past few days, so a sudden drowsiness overtook me. You can't blame yourself totally for that. Although you probably should have told someone that you haven't slept for days if you're going to do sleep watch. And as I sleep, which is a good thing, but my body feels really heavy for some reason. No, it's not just heavy. It feels somewhat soft and... No! Oh, I thought we were sick.
I can't breathe.
It's okay, buddy. You know what? Puberty, am I right? Growing up, becoming a man. It's all there, son. We're proud of you, Hajime. Hajime, we're proud of you. It's so silly. Hajime, my boy. Hajime.
Mikan.
Poor Mikan doesn't even like.
Tickling me.
You're tickling. I'm tickling you.
Move. I can't breathe.
The knee is right on the sternum as well. Look at this.
No, you can't. Don't move around.
This is so silly. Yeah, Hajime. But I'm joking about the whole, oh, we're proud of you, son. That's why I put on the voice. Some people sometimes don't get it. I'm joking, okay? Hajime, are you okay? Your complexion is a bluish-purple shade. It might be severe cyanotic reaction. Hajime, can you hear me? Get a hold of yourself. Mikan finally got off me and grabbed my shoulders and began shaking me intensely. Somehow that was enough to get my consciousness to drift back to reality.
Hajime!
You regained consciousness. I'm so glad. I thought you died. Me too. I seriously thought I was gonna die. I'm sorry. I thought about taking a rest in the on-call room, but you were already asleep, so... That doesn't mean you climb on top of me. I mean, here's the thing. Were there no beds free? Then I'll be on the bottom next time. Okay, Mikan. You do you. That's seriously not what I'm talking about. Hey, kids.
You.
What are you guys doing? Fuyuhiko. No, I really hope you don't get the wrong idea.
Don't tell me.
Were you guys sleeping together? Technically, yes.
Bastard.
You dirty rotten bastards, you guys are fucking high school students. Seriously, you got this all wrong.
Damn it.
We don't have time for that. Nagito's he's in danger. Danger what? When I peeked inside his room area, it looked like he wasn't breathing. This is bad. Now's not the time for us to rest. Mikan vigorously leapt out of bed and ran out to the call room. Hajime, now it's time for you to be pitching a tent. We need to hurry. Pitching a tent. Why would I do that? That's outside. You pitch tents outside for camping. Why would I be doing that? You know what's really embarrassing? When you pitch a tent in a public place. You know what I mean? When you like get really like, you know, energetic and excited about something, and you pitch a tent in a public place, and like everyone's watching as you're like sticking the poles in the ground and getting the campsite ready. It's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. And like, you know, you're getting ready to, you know, go to sleep for the night in your tent. Seriously, I'm not... Fuyuhiko and I chase after Mika and she ran into Nagito's room. I love how like Nagito is apparently dying and I'm just not feeling... I'm like, okay, let's go. He weirds me out. I tell you the 5 o'clock shadow there for a second. Oh, please get a hold of yourself. Despite Mika's desperate pleas, I didn't see Nagito react at all.
Tell me.
There's no way he died, right? The body discovery announcement wasn't playing, right? Exactly, yeah.
Hey, fidget.
Damn, he's totally waiting for it. This looks very bad. But okay, so who do you blame if Nagito dies? Because they didn't willingly get this illness, they wouldn't willingly pass it on. Who do you blame if Nagito dies? Nobody. You can't blame anybody. And any attempts to say otherwise, I will kill you. If you intentionally give someone, like, say, like, I don't know, let's say you have this illness, and Sonya has this illness or something, and she's like, how about a kiss, Kazuichi? And then she kisses Kazuichi, knowing she has the illness, and, like, kisses him every day until he gets the illness. I think that could be maybe considered the blame, but at the same time, how are you going to prove it? Maybe she just wants a little kissy kiss. This is a weird episode so far. Let's start again. Let's talk to Fuyuhiko. How you doing, bud?
Damn it.
This looks very bad. How you doing, Mikan? Mikan, is Nagito alright? It looks like his breathing has returned. Really? But still, his condition is unpredictable, and that's putting it lightly.
Hey!
How light is that? Is it sweet potato soft?
Well?
If so, that's pretty light.
Please don't interfere.
Hey.
Hey, look, isn't Nagito's mouth moving? You're right, you might be trying to say something. Nagito, what happened? As she said his name, Mikan softly tilted her ear towards Nagito's lips. What did he say? Apparently his condition has improved and he feels quite refreshed. Since Monokuma said that Nagito has the liar disease, he probably means the opposite and actually feels really crappy.
Like...
What's going on if he just dies? We're not gonna have the class trial, right? Don't talk like that. Nagito is never going to die. I will save him by any means necessary. You're a good person, Mikan. I see. I got it. Then I leave Nagito's life to you.
Yes.
Far from her usual self, Mikan responded assertively and went back to tending to Nagito. This is where she's probably in her element. If we stay any longer, we might just get in the way.
Damn right.
Then follow me. While you're resting, the goods arrived. I gotta show them to you. The goods aren't something dangerous, right?
Anyway.
Let's go to the lobby. I like how involved Fuyuhiko is now. Like, it's really cool. And like it meant something as well. Like to have a character. Oh, my boy, how are you, my little baby boy? He's only 3 years old. How you doing, Fuyuhiko?
Anyway.
The goods were okay. Yeah. Like it was a very good story reason to get Fuyuhiko into the lobby or whatever. I think I've said it like numerous times, and before we go any forward, I think I just want to once and for all just put a pin in it because I feel like this is a very open conversational let's play. Nekomaru Akane, the whole thing, and FTEs in general, free time events. My stance will always be, because I played the first game in full, that if they want to make a character interesting enough for me to talk to them, they will do that. If they do not, I will not be talking to them. There's a limited amount of time you get for FTs in this game, and I want to talk to the characters that interest me the most. And that's just it. The whole thing of like, well, you'll learn about Akane and Nekomaru, you learn about Bakaru, you learn about Terukateru, and the problem with that is that they didn't make them interesting enough for me to want to talk to them. In the first game, you remember Toko is a perfect example of this, and I've said this a million times. Toko is a perfect example where I didn't want to talk to her for like 3 or 4 chapters, and then they did something in the story that actually made me want to talk to her, and I was like, okay, yeah, I want to talk to Toko now. You know what I mean? I want to actually interact with Toko, and it's the same with a lot of characters in that game that I didn't want to interact with in the first place, and I was like, now I want to talk to them. If they make Nekomaru and Akane interesting, then that's their problem. And you could say, well, then it won't be interesting onto FTEs. And then I think if you say that, you kind of have doubts in the story, because the story in these games are actually very good, and they're very good at involving the characters and making the characters feel very important as well. They don't just, like, the story isn't all just in FTEs. In fact, the characters show who they are through little details in their own dialogue within the story as well, because that's good writing. The opposite is bad writing. Bad writing is to have them not do that and just have an FTEs, which they don't do that. Like, we're learning more about Furuhiko before we even had an FTA with him. We're learning more about Mikan right now, just in the way she reacts to Nagito without having, like, a bunch of FTs with her, even though we did do an FT. If you get what I'm saying, like, that's just my stance on it. We're sticking to that. That's it for the rest of the playthrough. That's the stance. Yeah. Hey, Fugue, what did you mean by when you said goods?
Damn right.
Look on top of the reception desk. On top of the reception desk? What is that? It's like a camera? Well, it's our own surveillance camera? Fugue is talking about this, right? It looks like a monitor and camera unit. Hey, what is this? Perfect timing. The blue light is blinking. Does something happen when it blinks? Seeing is believing, as they say. Try pressing the button just before that light. I just have to press the button? I did what Fugue said and press the button. Oh! It's a spy camera on Soda. I love this. Hey, not in a Soda way. Not in a weird terror way. Loud and clear. Looks like it's perfectly connected. Kazuichi, then it's like a two-way screen? Yeah, that's right. The way to communicate he was talking about. So the reason why we couldn't talk to Kazuichi is because he was working on this. Freaking awesome. Really awesome. That's an amazing thing to do in this game. Again, this is why they're good at writing stories in this game. There's some really funny stuff and some really crazy aspects of the game, but they do a really good job at writing actual characters. Really good.
All right.
Put that tongue back in your mouth, young man. Looks like it's time for the ultimate mechanic to shine. How about it? This is what I've been working on. Remember the alley with all those shady-looking street boots? That's where I found this. It's a surveillance camera for household use, and I was just tweaked it a little. So now it's basically a video chat. Why did I do a different voice there? A chat device. Well, it's pretty hit or miss. Video chat, huh?
Get it?
It's true. We don't have to worry about getting infected with this.
That's right.
So it may be a hassle, but we will contact each other with this from now on, okay? This is only a test run this time, so I guess this should be pretty fun. Okay, then see you later. Kazuichi left us while you were resting.
Damn right.
The surveillance camera unit comes with a surveillance camera and a surveillance monitor. Anything the camera records is broadcast live on the monitor. So he prepared 2 of these sets and swapped each of the cameras. I see, by swapping the cameras, his monitor will display what's on my camera and vice versa. Apparently, he also has modified it a little. He widened its narrow communication range, but it's just household use.
Even so.
But even so, he's still at a limit, so apparently the signal can't reach from the hospital to the motel. Then we can't communicate between the hospital and the motel? You didn't notice? He was contacting you just now from the music venue near the motel. From there, the signal reaches the hospital, no problem. But they're staying at the motel, right? What happens if we can't reach them when we need to?
Damn right.
I thought the same thing, so he arranged times for us to contact each other. It's set up for us to communicate 30 minutes after Monokuma's morning and evening announcements. Our next contact with them is going to be tomorrow morning. Don't sleep in. He's well prepared as expected, of the heir of the enormous organization. What is it? Nothing. Oh, it's nighttime announcement. Right? Please.
Ahem. Hopes it is now. 10
Oh my
p.m.
god. Are you planning to use the on-call room with a certain someone again? And so what if I am gonna use it with Soda? Like I said, it's not what it looked like.
You guys.
Hey, aren't you misunderstanding? A hospital's food for sick people, so it's not for lodgings or younger magic tyrants, you know!
You two? What are you talking about?
Oh, I see your generation has fallen out of the habit of looking at bulletin boards. Come on, take a look at the board. There's a notice on there, right?
A notice on the bulletin board? I think I already read this, didn't I? A bulletin board notice is talking about this. Eating and drinking is forbidden in the hospital building. Also disregarding patients who need to be accompanied overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. Eating and drinking. Okay, they already do it. Okay.
In other words,
Well, it's nothing to notice you often see inside hospitals. You can stay overnight here.
what are you saying?
There is one patient who needs to be accompanied.
Oh, you're talking with Nagito, right? Then allow just one person to accompany him. The rest of you need to hurry up and get out of here.
Jeez.
Hospital precautions my ass. He should have said sooner. Well, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sick too, so if you want to accompany me, you know, that's fine too. Like, I'm sick. I'm sick of how cute this little boy is. Only one person can stay the night, and there's no way we can make Mikan leave.
Jeez.
I guess we have no choice. We should head back to her cottage. She's a nurse. Let her stay. You're right. Even if we stay here, we probably won't be able to do anything. True. But poor Mikan by herself with Nagito? That's ridiculous. If Mikan dies, I am actually, like, I will never even read a line of Monokuma's dialogue again. It will not happen. We decided to go back to our cottages for the time being. If Mikan dies, that's what's happening. I do not care. Complain all you want, Monokuma. I will never listen to you again. So, Fuhyuka and I are going to be the only ones sleeping in our cottages tonight. I'm a little worried. No, the ones who are stuck in the hospital should be more worried. What's the point of me getting so worried? Alright, when I wake up tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital right away. I feel bad for leaving Mikan alone. I guess for now, I should try to get some sleep. I find the Monokuma theaters not as interesting as they were in the first game for me. I like the Monokuma ones in the theaters in the first game a lot more. We're gonna learn how to make taiyaki. The first thing you'll need is a time machine, yeah! We will travel back in time to the Meiji period and meet the person named Seijiro Kanabi. He used to bake and sell turtle-shaped pastries, but unfortunately they never sold all that well. It's important that you gently cheer him up because he's going to be disappointed in himself when you meet him. From there, get serious and insist that try making his pastries fish-shaped because, okay, once that happens, he'll be happy to bake his pastries shaped with fish, and the final touch and name the pastries taiyaki. Okay, with this you finish making taiyaki. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Au revoir. Ding dong bing bong, yeah.
Ahem. Hope speak a good.
I need to get to Mikan. If Mikan is dead, again, I will kill Monokuma in the best way possible. The moment I got to bed, I immediately left my cottage and head over to the hospital.
Yo.
You came here early today. You're the one who's early.
Right.
Well, I just got here. So what should we do? There's a little time before we need to make contact. You love when he blushes. Want to go to Nagiti's room and check up on him? Yeah, I'm worried about how he's doing. Worry? Why'd I have to worry about a guy like him? Still. Look at your little pants as well. Look at your little pants.
Huh?
What happened? Weren't you going to go? Yeah, I was going to go there, but I wanted to check on you first. Hey, how you're here too? Is there a hidden Monokuma here? Wait, there is one here, right? Isn't there? Yeah, this is apparently a hidden Monokuma. I didn't realize. I thought it was just like a little fun thing. Interesting, right? Yeah.
Are you serious?
We have more coins than we know what to do with them. We have more coins than we know what to do. Where is it? So we have Akane's room. Okay, let's see. So we have Ibuki's room. Poor devil. We have Nagita's room. We have Akane's room, and Nekomaru, I think, is upstairs then, is he? Well, let's go in here anyway. Should we check on Akane? No! Oh, Mikan, you're okay. It's actually a really cool look, by the way. Like, and it's really like even though it's weird, like it's kind of like Adam's Family kind of pretty, like the bandages and stuff. It's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of cool. Mikan, how's Nagito doing? Same as usual. No, actually, he might be worse than yesterday.
This is bad.
Are you fucking serious? His pulse is extremely weak. He might slip into critical condition sometime today. Is he that sick? But as long as I'm the nurse, I will never let Nagito die. Ever. I do understand how you feel, but don't overexert yourself, okay? Hey, Hajime, it's almost time to start the connection. We need to head over to the lobby. Yeah, got it. After being reminded of how powerless I am, I left Nagito's room, which is a weird feeling, right? To feel like you're not in control of something. And like, it's a very honest thing to admit to yourself, too. Feeling a lack of control of things around you, you know, can sometimes be as big as like, I can't control these people's actions even though I want to. Or it can be as small as just like, I don't have control over myself on an escalator. Some people might feel bad in that sense, you know what I mean? The incoming signal light is blinking.
Now then.
Looks like they're already waiting. Let's hurry up and start the connection. Yeah, you're right. Looks like the camera and the monitor had no problems making a connection. Soon enough, a familiar face showed up on the other side. Probably my favorite character. Yeah.
What's up?
Hello, how is it? Can you see my handsome face?
Wow, you're telling the truth, aren't you, my boy? You're telling the truth.
What if he took off the hat and like he had like a he shaved like part of his head and it actually looks really bad. You can see right here the hat probably smells. I've never seen him take it off once. We're good RN2. I can totally see your broke ass faces. Yeah, I'm broke ass. It might be best if I tell the others about Nagito's condition. Hey, are you the one over there? Chiaki, hello. No, we're all here except for Hyoko. What happened to Hyoko?
It seems that we all look like aberrant enemies in the eyes of that coward.
She's locked herself in her room. She said from the other side of the door that she won't come out until the despair disease has been cured. She's even being cautious around the others in the motel. Looks like they're also in a testy situation.
Hey.
So how about you? How are you guys doing? Yeah, about that. To tell you the truth, Nagito's actually in serious danger. I already know he's seriously dangerous. No, that's not what we're saying. No, we're saying he's seriously wandering on the border between life and death.
What did you say?
However,
But he is going to be okay, right? Nagito is going to get better.
Hey,
First Nekomaru, then Nagito. That ain't funny at all. But for now, we really can't say.
You really can't say? That's impossible. Honey, why are you on that side?
Because it'd be dangerous if I got close to the hospital since I don't even know what's going on there. You are really pissing me off. Like, why does a super stuffed animal need to be cautious about disease? Please don't discriminate. That despair disease is horrible. It's a dangerous disease that can even destroy this island. Usami, listen to me right now, girl. Okay? I like you. I think you're my favorite character in the game. But I think some things have got to change, okay? We're gonna have to talk about it. So until we figure out how to deal with it, I will be on this side. Yeah, me too, Blip. Boop. See ya. Boop. Before I can respond to Manami, Fuyuhiko had to cut the connection. Yeah, I agree, Fuyuhiko.
with me.
That shitty stuffed animal, she seriously pissed me off. Yeah! Get her. I'm going outside to cool off. Fuyuhiko practically spat on those words before you went outside. And again, how cool is it that we have a character like Fuyuhiko who has kind of progressed forward, is being a little bit nicer, but still is himself. Still getting a little bit angry. That's how things go. You're not always just gonna be perfect just because you had a character moment. You know what I mean? That's good writing again. Anyway, all we can do now is wait. Just wait patiently until the situation improves and changes for the better. That's why we waited patiently, because waiting patiently was the only thing we could do. We waited patiently. On a side note, why can't I relax when I'm in the hospital? I paced back and forth around the hospital lobby. Fuyuhiko entered and left the hospital many times. I feel very strange in hospital too. I had like multiple surgeries, had no confidence after those surgeries, but like I remember the surgery itself, I just did not feel, I felt like I could, I remember in the hospital, I felt extremely comfortable. Because maybe it's just because Irish hospitality, but like the Irish nurses make you feel like you are a king. If you're nice to them, they will be so nice to you. It's very, very nice of them, like, to do that. That's why I never felt bad when I was ever in the hospital. In fact, I remember when I left the hospital, the nurses were like, said to my parents at the time, because I was a lot younger, they were like, can we keep him? Because if you people like to, people who work in hospitals like that, they'll be so nice back to you. They'll be so nice back to you. For the most part, some doctors are bad, and some doctors don't believe women sometimes do. And time just kept passing by. Yay! Ding dong bing bong! Already?
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. It is now 10 p.m.
It is 10.
Please
It is 10
return to
p.m.
your rooms and relax. Let the sound of the ocean gently rock you to sleep.
No.
Now then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
That good night is so sinister.
Damn it.
Feels like a lot of stuff got skipped over and now it's nighttime already. That's exactly what happened, my boy. It's almost time for tonight's transmission. We should go back to our cottages when that's done. It's fucking annoying to keep going back and forth though. But before we go back, can we check on Nagito one more time? Go for it. Leave the transmission thing to me.
Jeez.
They're not gonna have a new clue anyway. I can handle this. I'll leave it to you. So, okay. Let's go check on my boy, Nagito, my silly little... Hi. Whoa, Buki. What are you doing here? You need to be
Yes.
resting. To tell you the truth, I've been getting quite bored doing nothing but sleeping. Also, it would just trouble you if I slept all the time, so I was hoping I can help you with anything. But it's better if I am sleeping, correct? Yeah, just get some rest for now. It'd be a big help if you got better sooner.
Understood.
Soon. That's kind of scary. I hope she gets better real soon. Wait, why was she... Why would they have her out of bed if it wasn't for a reason? Why would they have her out of bed if it wasn't for a reason? Okay, everything seems fine. My girl, Mikan. Mikan's too focused on caring for Nagito. She hasn't even noticed I entered the room. Has she been caring for him this whole time? Hey, Mikan. Hey, Mikan. No matter how many times I talk to her, she's not responding. Her back is turned towards me and she's focused on caring for Nagito. I peeked over Mikan's shoulder and said, Hey, Mikan, are you okay? Looks like you finally noticed. Please don't surprise me. I almost got wet. Wet? Did you come by and check on Nagito? She means, like, you know when you, like, get surprised and, like, you accidentally, like, spit on yourself? Yeah, that happens all the time. I just want to see how he's doing, but you look pretty tired, too. Isn't it better if you get a little rest? I hope I'm not mistaken. That'd be really embarrassing. Are you by chance worried about me? Of course! Of course! Yeah, pretty much. Oh, thank you very much. I'll remember this moment till the day I die. Girl, I feel like after we get off this island together, I'm gonna have to, like, watch you like a hawk so no person takes advantage of you, because if this is how quickly you get on someone's or stay on someone's side, like... I'm trying to get my energy back so I'll get back to taking care of Nagito. I hope she understood what I said, but she's working so hard, it'd be bad if I kept getting in her way. That's exactly what I felt, so I decided to shut up and go back to the lobby. Okay, here we go back to the lobby. Is he gone? Oh, he's still there. Yo, how's Nagito doing? I'm more worried about Mikan than Nagito. She looks like she had no time to rest. Nagito's probably not doing so well. What about you? Are you guys done with the transmission? As I expected, we wrapped it up quickly, like they had nothing new to report. We're apparently trying to figure out a cure somehow, but there hasn't been any progress. So on both our ends, it looks like we had no results.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
Well, let's look forward to tomorrow. Yeah, it can feel totally like, you know, like you're doing nothing in a way. It can totally feel like that. With a depressingly heavy mood riding on our backs, we headed back to our cottages.